Welcome to Tidy Up Texan. I am Nicole, and today I've got some cleaning motivation for you. It is time to clean this kitty room. It is absolutely filthy, so I will be pulling everything out, scrubbing these floors, walls, table, chair, and we are not replacing that cat tree in there. It is going somewhere else. As you can see, there's food, litter, fur everywhere. So I've got 4 cats who I absolutely love, but they are extremely messy. However, for the most part, everything is contained in this room. Although I do a little maintenance here and there, I only clear out this room maybe every other month or so to give it good cleaning. And today is that day. So I'm starting by emptying out the entire room and giving it a good scrub down. I had planned to get rid of this cat tree altogether, but every time I move it somewhere else, they become interested in it again. So I'm just gonna pull it out for now, and maybe I'll put it back into the closet where we used to have it. So as you can see, the floors are a disaster. There is kitty litter everywhere, and one of the kitties has decided that he doesn't like the kitty box anymore. So I've been having to clean up messes outside the kitty box, which I am not too pleased about. So I'm going to find another container to put in here later once I'm done. And hopefully, cross your fingers, he'll use the box again. Lately, this room has been really getting cluttered up, so it's been hard to sweep in here. So there's a huge accumulation of sand when I put this cat tree in here. So that is why the cat tree is not returning to this room. So once I'm done sweeping in this room, I'm going to be using a very, very wet mop and even throwing some extra soap onto the floor and letting it just soak in so that I can easily scrub it up later. All right, now that we got it all cleared out and swept up, we're moving on to the mopping. And what I use to mop is Fabuloso. It's a lavender scent and then just a splash of bleach. But I've got a heavy amount of moisture in this mop. And I'm just kind of moving it all around. I'm not really mopping. I'm just kind of getting the floors all wet here. Okay, now I'm going to go wash out this mop and use mainly water and just a splash of Fabuloso to wipe down these walls while the cleaner is doing its job on the floors. I always dread doing this room. It really is gross, and I should be doing it more often, probably once a month. But it is a pain to be having to pull everything out just to get these floors done. Shifting everything around just doesn't work. It's just too small. But it always feels so good having it completely done, and it smells wonderful in here again, considering there's a litter box in there. And the walls aren't typically something I do every time. I probably do it every other time. But I do notice it does help tremendously getting these walls wiped down, all the dust and fur that gets trapped on these textured walls. Having them clean just makes a world of a difference. All right, now we're going to get to the actual mopping of the floors. The solution has had plenty of time to really get into all the grooves, loosen up the yucky spots, and with the bleach sanitize. All right, let's move on to the table. Since we have dogs, it was a must that we have their kitty food put up high. So I got this table to put in the little kitty room and put their food in there to keep it away from the dogs. And the dogs aren't allowed in that room, but it doesn't mean that they won't try. So for the table, I am using Lysol all-purpose cleaner to get it all cleaned up. And if you watched my channel before, you know that is my go-to cleaner. So I got this little table at a thrift store. I think I paid maybe 15 bucks for it. It actually is a restaurant table, and I love the color. A piece of it on the edge is the laminate on it is torn off, so I always put that against the wall so you can't see it. But I love that red vintage look. And because one of my cats is older, he's going on 15, I put this chair in there so that he can easily jump up. But it also is one of my cat's favorite places to lay, and that's why there is a ton of fur on the seat of this chair. All right, now that we've gotten all vacuumed up, I'm going to wipe down this wood and then start replacing everything and wipe down things as I go. I did forget to film the cleaning of these trays, but I did clean the trays, and I am charging up the water bowl, and that takes some time. So I am putting the water bowl back, but without the little pump. And then I'm going to wipe down these containers with the cat food and dog food and refill the dog food container. All right, let's start putting everything back into the room and take a look at the befores and the afters. What a difference. It just feels like a whole new room. It smells fantastic and it almost looks new again. But remember what it looked like before? All cluttered and full of litter, fur, dust, food, you name it. But I do hope you enjoyed this transformation. And if you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you can hit that thumbs up. And if you're not already, subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And I do have a goal. I would love to get to 150 subscribers by mid-April. And we are getting so close. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, please. But I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate you spending your time with me today. It really does mean the world to me. And I would love to know where you're watching from. So come say hi in the comments. And again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. And until next time, bye.